Do you need more ideas for your social media content? Today we're going to go over 5 proven strategies to generate more engagement through your social media posts and make them easier to manage. And another really great and really simple way to get social media engagement is to share life within the practice. So you guys know all the funny, hilarious, happy, sad things that go on in a medical practice on a daily or a weekly basis. Believe it or not, most of the outside world has no idea. To the regular person, doctors are these kind of stiff and rigid medical professionals. They're treating cases. There's no one likes going to the dentist, for example. People are afraid of being in pain. And most other doctors, veterinarians, it can be scary to take your pet in. So despite what you guys know goes on in a medical practice every day, a lot of people are really fearful or tentative about going to see a doctor. And when you bring the life in a practice, alive through social media, you're going to maybe not get the most engagement initially, but you're going to get a lot of attention and people are really going to warm up, and it'll help humanize your practice. And that will change people's perception, and it will make a difference, believe it or not. I follow doctors all across the country on my social media, and when I'm scrolling through, you can think about what makes me stop, and it usually is something in the walls of the practice going really well or really fun or really interesting, or they're doing a parody video or they're having a lot of fun. That makes me stop and say, hey, what are these guys doing that's so much fun? What's going on? And then, again, if you're going after comments, now you want to tailor it towards your patient base and say, okay, what is it that my community cares about? What is it that's important in our medical profession or my town or the local sports team or whatever it is that's going on, right? So share the life within the practice, whatever is it that's going on. Tell the stories. Who's the jokester in the practice? Who's the practice mom? What are the doctor's personalities? Help those come to life through social media. And the reason that this is so simple is you don't have to do anything different than what you're already doing. You guys already operate as a family and as a practice every day. You just need to start capturing it and realizing that it actually might be useful content to you, even though to you it's just everyday occurrences, right? So maybe the doctor has some corny jokes that they tell all the time. Maybe there's something that you do for new patients when they walk in the door. Maybe there's something you do for children when they come to visit. Start sharing that and the actual personal dynamics of the practice. It's going to sound a little corny, but if you remember Grey's Anatomy and when that TV show came out and kind of what it did for nursing and the perception of nursing was it opened up this whole world, obviously fictional, but of what goes on for doctors and nurses and in the hospital and the dynamics and the real lives involved. And so that's what I really mean is bring real life into your medical practice and show off that these are real people, members of the community with families, doing things every day, and start to make that and share that with your patients. You probably already share it with your patients when they walk in. So once every 6 months or once a year, you have that friendly conversation and you update each other on your life. Start sharing it with your patient base as a whole all the time. And you'll be shocked at how many people will come in and comment on what they saw and hopefully, start commenting online. But that, of course, you can do with great copy, which we'll get into another day.